Namaste from Norway, guys. My name is Arvind and welcome back to my channel. A lot of people have been asking me about this bank certificate or what is this financial guarantee when they're applying for the master's application and the courses in Norway. So what I thought that I'm gonna make a video on that, and since in University of Stavanger still the application process is open, so I will tell you all about this bank certificate, this financial guarantee. I will also show you the bank certificate which I used when I applied back in 2011, and also how you can arrange these funds, right? So if you are interested in all of this, then please watch this video till the end. Okay guys, so let's first talk about this financial guarantee. So now you must understand one vital step. That is, when you are applying for master's degree, so there are two phases. So in the first phase, what happens is that you send in all your documents in an electronic form, and that is how I showed you in the video, right? How you can fill your online master's application, which you can, if you haven't seen that video, please go and see this video. In this first phase, what you do is you upload all of your documents, right? And then what you do is, in that, one of the document is this, a bank certificate or a financial guarantee. So now I will be showing you on the screen that how this financial guarantee looks like and how I managed it in 2011 when I was applying for the masters. So now you see my screen. So over here, as you can see that this is a bank certificate, you can see over here, which has been issued to me by ICICI Bank. And if you can read through it, I have just concealed few of my personal information, but it clearly says that I have been a esteemed customer of ICICI Bank since 2 years, and I have been maintaining a healthy balance in my account, and my total relationship with the bank as on 14th January is rupees this, which was around 10 lakhs, and this is the exchange rate. And in the next paragraph, it says that this letter is being issued on specific request of the customer and does not constitute a statement of liability on the part of a bank or the bank official issuing it. So I mean, because I made a specific request to them, and I told them that I am applying for a master's degree in University of Stavanger, so I need something like this, and then I got this letter from this. So now people ask me that how did I manage this 10 lakh in my account? So I will be very frank, because at this point of time you are applying for master's degree, you haven't been offered a master's degree position, right? So what I did was I had a decent sum of around 3 to 4 lakhs in my account, because I have been working for, I think so, 4-5 years, and the rest of the money I borrowed from my parents, my friends, and then I accumulated this 9 to 10 lakhs in my account. And finally I got this letter from the ICICI Bank, and it was this document which I sent or uploaded in my online portal. And at this moment, this much is sufficient. And later on, when this letter was issued, after 15 or 20 days, you can return back the money from the guys whom you have borrowed it. So at this stage, don't worry about this stuff that should I take a loan for this money. And I mean, even I was from a middle class family, and most of us are from middle class family, but this, at this moment, it's just that this shouldn't stop you from getting into admission. So ask for help from your friends, from your relatives, maybe, if they are ready to help. And if you can document this, that you can support yourself, then that's fine. Okay, so this is the first part, right? And then what happens is, as I showed you previously, that what you get is you get a confirmation and that you have been shortlisted. Like in my case, again I'm saying that if you haven't seen the video, the previous video, please check the link here and go through that, because over there I showed you at the end that in my case 853 applicants had applied in the first round and around 233 were shortlisted, and all of those 233, they were asked to send their original documents, and now you have to send your original documents, and that has to be via courier. But now the question arises that which all documents you should send in a courier, and there are a few extra documents which you have to send in the courier, which were actually not asked for in the first phase of the application. And now as you can see on the screen that this is a letter of recommendation. Now if you remember, you didn't send this via online, and then but this financial support, again they ask you that can you support yourself financially. And in this case, when they ask for a bank guarantee, again as I showed you earlier, it can be the same bank certificate. So now again you can ask your friends to put in some money and then the bank will issue the bank certificate, or you can ask your friends to keep the money in your bank for 2 months. That is also sufficient. But now there is one new information which you can see here, is that name of sponsor. So for instance, if you have your friend or your relative who is already living in Norway and who can sponsor your studies, then that is also an option. So they can actually write a letter and they can state on a judicial paper that they will be sponsoring your studies in Norway. Then that is also fine. In that case, you don't require a bank certificate. So okay, so going back to the financial support, right? So what happens is that once you have sent in all your documents and finally you have been accepted by the university, so you get an email like this which is actually the letter of admission. And this is my letter of admission, you can see here, and it will clearly tell you what is the program you've been selected to. And finally, if you see here, financing of studies, so what it says is, it asks you that in my case the amount was not 92,500, but right now it's 122,000 as I mentioned earlier. So they will give you a deadline. So in my case it was 22nd of May, and within this deadline you have to deposit all of the money in the account which is in Norway. So I received this in 26th of April 2012. So they gave me about 1 month to arrange the funds, and it is at this time when you actually require the funds to be transferred to the Norwegian account. So for those people who are applying right now, don't worry about this amount, just borrow it from your friends, I would say, and then go and try your luck. Maybe you are the lucky one who can get an admission into one of the Norwegian universities. So please go ahead and try. And finally, when it comes to depositing the money to these accounts, you can ask for a student loan, or if there is someone again from whom you can borrow, then that is again a good option. So few people have this dilemma that what happens to this money when it is transferred to the university account. So what happens is, once this amount has been deposited in the Norwegian bank, then you get one letter, and this letter is very necessary when you're applying for a visa, for a student visa. And this sum is actually required for your sustenance for 1 year in Norway. But now, I mean, you don't require this 10 lakhs. You will not spend this 10 lakhs in 1 year. That is my personal belief, because you can easily survive in Norway with 6 lakh rupees. And I'm talking of everything, and I'm not talking of part-time job. So 6 lakhs for a year is sufficient for a student. So guys, this is all about the bank certificate and the financial support, how you can get this financial support. So hopefully you like this video, and if you like this video, then please like it, share it and subscribe it. And I'm going to make another video on statement of purpose. So keep watching, and Namaste from Norway.